is Sunday night, and Tuesday we are supposed to be getting a 90% chance of snow with 5 to 8 inches of snow expected. I am about 100% confident that this is going to be our last snowstorm of the year, and so I really want to get the costume done in time to take photos in the snow. The only problem is I have not even finished the corset, and I still have to make like the skirt and the coat that are supposed to go with this costume. Luckily, I am planning on using a pattern and adjusting it slightly for the coat part. So I think this next part should go fairly quickly. The only thing I have left to do on the corset before it's like finished, I mean there's finishing touches I want to do, like wrapping the silver grommets with white thread as I've started doing. But that is not absolutely necessary. I do need to finish off this edge, otherwise it's going to keep fraying. But that is the only thing that I have to do on the corset, so I think I can get that done tonight. And then I can't decide if I should work on the skirt tonight or the coat. We'll see how tonight goes. It took me a good 30 minutes, but I think I finally figured out how I want the pleats to lie. It always just kind of takes a lot of like figuring out the spacing on your pleats so that it looks right with the petticoat that you're using. But I think I'm happy with this. I like the shape. It's a little lumpy because nothing's ironed, but I think we're gonna go forward with this spacing. So now I need to come over and do it on this side. It's Monday afternoon. I am back here on the studio floor because this is the easiest place to work with this much fabric. And right now I am just making sure the pleats are even and equal on both sides. And I'm hoping that I can get this skirt done in like an hour tops so that I can start working on the coat. I have the skirt about 95% done. The only things I have to do now are some like hand stitching stuff and hemming. So I'm saving the hand stitching stuff for at night when I'm in bed because it's a very relaxing activity, and doing the actual like cutting sewing machine stuff up here in the studio. So that means that now it's time to start working on the coat. So I basically need to figure out on the pattern my measurements and cut those pieces out according to those measurements for my own kind of custom sizing. I also think I'm going to vary quite a bit from the pattern, which sort of begs the question of why I'm even using a pattern, but I'm hoping it will still make things faster. I guess we'll find out. When I was first designing this costume, I wanted there to be more fur on the coat so that this hat was not the only place that had fur. But when I went and looked online to find some fur that would go with it, I either couldn't find the right colors because it has this like black tip to it, or it was really expensive, And I'm not even talking about real fur. Like, I was just looking for fake fur, faux fur. Even that was crazy expensive. So then I went to look on Etsy and I found this shawl that is the right color. And while it, I believe, is supposed to be like a shawl for like a wedding dress, and I feel a little bit bad about cutting it apart, I think this is gonna work. So looking at the pattern, I'm hoping, I don't know if you can see this little lace trim right here. I'm hoping I can replace that instead of lace doing the fur trim. And then maybe I'm doing longer sleeves and doing some fur around the sleeves. So that's the plan. We'll see if it is executed as well as it is in my brain. I'm low-key kind of nervous about cutting into this. I really only have like one chance to make it right because everything else is gonna be like trim for like around the wrist and stuff. So I have to get it right, and I've never worked with faux fur before. My hat? Ah! I just finished adding all the fur to the bodice. So now I just need to add the skirt and finish off this belt, the edge that's going to be in the front, and then the coat's done, which means then the costume is done. But anyway, if I can get it done today, then that means that I have the next couple days to like either add like extra details to the coat if I want, or practice like hair and makeup a few times, kind of see what I like, which is nice because I don't usually get to do that. Usually I'm kind of just rushing to the shoot. So we'll see what happens, but the snow outside is beautiful. It's just like 10 degrees right now, and I don't really want to be outside in that weather. But on Friday it's going to be warmer, so I think we're going to shoot on Friday. Okay, so I have now tried the gown on, and I've come to a bit of a dilemma. So there's two stylistic options that we can go with. The first one is a bigger petticoat, but then the skirt would need to go over the corset, and then I liked the coat without the bottom half of the coat, so just that top like kind of bolero style thing. And then the other style is a slimmer petticoat with the corset on top and the full coat. So I think what I'm going to try to do is figure out how to make the bottom part of the coat detachable so that I can have different looks and have the best of both worlds. Okay, I think I have a game plan for how I'm going to make the bodice and the skirt separable. So I went ahead and I did some binding on the edge of the bodice to make it look nice and neat for when I wear it by itself. And then I have a bunch of these little hooks that I think I'm going to do the bars on the inside of the bodice and then attach these to the skirt so that they'll clip onto this. So that is my game plan. I have like an hour before my cousins come to pick me up to do this photo shoot, and I still haven't finished the belt, but I think I'm just going to do a blanket stitch around the whole thing. So wish me luck. Hopefully I can get it done in an hour.